The Department of Justice has filed a motion asking the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to postpone any further legal action on President Trump's travel ban. It comes after the court denied an emergency motion filed by the Justice Department over the weekend to lift the block on the president's travel ban. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid is in our Washington bureau. So, Paula, what does it mean that the Justice Department has requested to postpone any further action at the district court level?
Elaine, at this point, the policy is on hold while the courts decide whether or not it's actually legal. Now, the judge overseeing this case, there's something new every day. Even he's confused. He had to ask lawyers on both sides, okay, where are we? Are we still arguing about whether or not this is on hold? Or can we move on to the merits and the questions about whether or not this policy is constitutional? The state of Washington said they would be happy to move on to the questions of legality. Easy for them to say because they've won every single round in court so far, and they were the ones who succeeded in getting this policy suspended. But the Department of Justice said they can't really give an answer yet until the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decides whether or not they'll take another look. So, Elaine, we're on hold about whether or not this policy is on hold.
So the Ninth Circuit Court has requested that this case be reconsidered by a panel of 11 judges. What's behind that move?
Well, Elaine, as if this case wasn't confusing enough, now you have the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals arguing with itself. Last week, a 3-judge panel of appeals judges reviewed what's happened so far, and they said that, yes, this policy should continue to be suspended until we have a final determination about whether or not it's constitutional. The next day, a judge on the Ninth Circuit, we don't know who the judge was, it was anonymous. There are dozens of judges on the Ninth Circuit, said that the case should be looked at again by a larger panel of about 11 judges from the Ninth Circuit. Now, we won't know for about a week or so whether or not that second review will happen.
Well, in the meantime then, Paula, what is happening with the travel ban itself?
Elaine, the president said that he may write a new executive order. Could have some of the same elements of the original executive order, but in order to be upheld legally and not wind up in the same exact place he's in now, it's going to have some carve-outs. It can't be a blanket ban. But it's also important to note that whatever executive order he puts on the table is also likely to be challenged in court, as that is pretty much the only recourse that Democrats have against him and his immigration policy.
All right, Paula Reid in Washington for us. Paula, thanks.